Hello and a very warm welcome to you. Thank you so much for watching and for tuning in on this Sunday afternoon of 2016. Thank you for joining me, Influences of Times, as we continue to search and scan the United Kingdom for abandoned places, forgotten worlds and diminishing places from our ever-changing world. So without further ado, I've come back to a broadcast that we did only last week. In fact, if you remember last week, I did a broadcast live from Sandwell College, and because the building and because the place is so fascinating, I just had to come back for another revisit. So I welcome you back to Sandwell College, part 2. Now, I'm not going to go into any detail about the college itself because you can go onto my website and find out all the information about the college. So if you go to www.camdronephotography.co.uk, log on to the website. If you go to portfolio and then click on Influences of Times, which is a heading under the portfolio heading, it will show you all the abandoned and derelict places that I've been to in the last couple of weeks and couple of months, including last week's broadcast from Sandwell College, and all the information about the college will be on there, along with all the photographs that I took last week, both inside and out of the building. Underneath the Sandwell College heading, you'll see a link. Now, you can't actually click onto the link itself because it won't take you directly to the article. However, if you copy paste that link onto your web browser and follow it, it will take you to the fire that demolished or that was started deliberately in the building next door, and it will have all the photographs and the newspaper article and the media coverage in relation to that fire. But I remember saying to you last week that during the live broadcast that I did, that this place was so fascinating that I could only broadcast from the main building, which is kind of a block or 2 blocks away. So I was actually broadcasting from the main reception area, and there was loads of stuff in there. We had a good look around, and and I remember saying to you that there was other parts of the building that had all the artifacts and all the bits and pieces in, and so I just had to come back for another visit and show you the rest of the building. I have to say, even though I'm live, this is the first time I've actually been where I am now. So I'm actually just taking in all the stuff that I can see. And I'm talking quite quietly because it's such a big place. And the road is literally just outside. But also, there's actually some kids outside as well. Just outside in the next building or the building across. But I've never in my life, out of all the places that I've been to, I've never seen somewhere so full of artifacts and things left behind. So we're in the second or third block. In fact, we're in the third block along. The building itself has got 3 parts. You've got the main reception area, which is where I was last week. The middle section is next door, and then we've got this part here, which is the third bit, which is where all the artifacts are. And we'll have a look in a minute. We'll have to very carefully climb down the stairs, and I'll take you downstairs into the basement. Hopefully the signal won't cut off, so you'll be able to see everything. It is pitch black down there, but hopefully we'll see something. And we'll have a little look about and show you. So I'm currently in, it seems like the top floor of the third building. I can't tell you which room I'm in, but I will certainly give you a good look around. I'm just trying to take in everything in. There's just so much stuff here. So much stuff. But I know I had some phenomenal viewings last week. I lost count of how many people were watching, and thank you so much for watching last week, and also thank you for joining me today. I'm so glad you could join me. But yeah, there was just so much of this college that I hadn't seen, or that you hadn't seen. Just had to bring you back for one last time. So this is part 2 of Sandwell College. So I think without further ado, we'll have a look about. I'll give you a bit of a tour, and just show you around. So if I don't even know what room I'm in. I've got no idea. But if I just pan the camera that way, you can see I'm standing in amongst loads of stationery. There's literally boxes and boxes and boxes of books, leaflets, pamphlets, literature, It's just so much. There's literally piles of it. You can see on the floor. If I tilt it that way, look down there. Look at that. That is literally all boxes of like textbooks and can I just pick up? You see that? Sandwell College guide. And there's literally packs of these books, and there's just stuff everywhere. Literally everywhere. There's just boxes and boxes of books you can see all around there. Wow. So let's just go through. So you can see in the corner, look, if I pan it that way, look. There's literally loads of stuff. It's just mad, look. You see it all behind me? Now, what we'll do is we'll go through this way. So you can see we're going to have to try and get through there. It's a tight fit, but we'll make it. So let's go through. So it's a really tight squeeze. There we go. Okay, let's go into this room. Literally, this is the first time I've seen this. So everything you see, everything you hear, is for the first time, not only for you, but for me as well. Oh my goodness, look at this. So that's where we were just a minute ago. If I pan the camera around, take a look behind me. Look, you see, all the furniture, literally chairs. Crazy. What's left of the door? I mean, look at this. Look. Beautiful graffiti. And even though that was probably done when this college became derelict, it's still beautiful in its own way. Even though it's graffiti, it's still beautiful, really. That somebody's actually designed all that. I mean, look at that over there. There. It's amazing. Look. That's the kids out. That's the kids outside. You can see all the tables and chairs on the floor. If I pan the camera up, ceiling. It's just crazy. But yeah, there's literally just, you see the chairs? Mad. Let's go through this way. Wow. Let's go through this way. Through this way. I don't think there's anything through there. Get an idea. Let's go through this way. Okay. So it looks like we're in the nursery section of the college. And you can see how the roof has completely come through. Oops. You can see how it's got a fly on the screen. But yeah, you can see the nursery part. It's just mad. All the broken glass windows. But you can get an idea of what it's like. It's just mad. So we'll look through this way. Oops. Somebody left the door open. Let's go. And there's a real sort of strong smell of like damp kind of thing. So it's quite dark down here. Okay, so you can see more stuff on the floor. That, believe it or not, is fridges and chairs that I had to climb through to get to the end room. I didn't realise there was an easier way. Never mind. But yeah, it's just mad. Let's go for it this way. What is it? Okay. I'm going to be really careful because it actually feels like the floor is really soft under my feet. So I'm just going to make sure I stand on the beams because it just feels like the floor's really unsteady. So I'm just going to stand on the beams. Let's go through this way. So I've got like it's a little room. So you can see like the original, gone this way a bit. So you can see like the original windows. Just pan around. Just got like little rooms. There's like bits on the floor, look. So let's go back through that way. Okay, just make sure I'm really careful on the floor. But what is that over there? There's like equipment. If I show you. If I just spin around, I'm actually walking on a plank of wood just to kind of keep safe. But yeah, the floor is really spongy and soft. I can feel it under my feet. So I'm just making sure I stand on the beams because I'd hate the floor to give way and for me to end up down there somewhere. But can you see that? That looks like rigging or some kind of electric. It looks like speakers and stuff. What's been left here? But this room is. If I just pan the camera around, you can see. So all the original brickwork and all the original paintwork is still here. So you've got like, the doorways that way. So you can see there. Mad. It's quite a tall, I'll show you. It's quite a tall building. So you can get an idea of how big the place is. Okay, let's just walk very carefully. Over this way. That's it. I'm just trying to kind of walk my way over all the stuff, but yeah, look, you see it? They're like speakers and things on the floor, just been left here. Okay, let's go in this room here. That's it. Wow. Look in here. So this obviously is like the nursery, another part of the nursery. It's got like kid, like not nursery rhymes, but like children's things on the walls. But you can see, hey, look, all the paint and stuff. It's mad, that. Crazy. Okay, let's walk over that way. Just going to be really careful. That's it. Let's go this way. That's it. Just got to be so careful. There's so much stuff on the floor. There's glass. There's just so much stuff on the floor. You can see that's where we came from over there. And there's the sun. Look, there. Natural daylight. Let's go. That's where we were down there. go through this. Let's go through this way. By the way, thank you for watching. I can see people watching. Thank you. Okay, so this is just like an empty room. Just a great big empty room. See there? I was just looking to see on the door if it said what room it was, but it doesn't. But yeah, just a great big empty room. Okay. That's what room it is, but it doesn't make any sense to me. CD 109? No idea. Okay, let's go through this way. Got another big, huge room. My goodness, look at this one. Okay, so we've got another room here. Just turn it around. See stuff behind me there. It's such a big place. Okay. That was me. Okay, I'm just going to walk up this way. See ya. Go and have a look. I'm just going to be really careful just in case. Okay, go upstairs. See we're going. Okay, so it looks like this is part of where the fire was in here. So you can see this tiny little room. You can see all the blackness on the walls where the fire was. In fact, it's even melted, all the electrical stuff. I can see the lights are literally just melted. But yeah, you can see in here, I'll just show you. There's obviously fire damage up here, and it looks like what's happened, it looks like the fire's actually come. Okay, so what I can make out, it looks like the fire's actually come from downstairs and it's actually come up through the floor, up into here, and affected this part of the building. Let's go back. Let's go back downstairs. And hopefully you'll find this, you're finding this interesting. Let's go. So we've got like little. Okay, sorry. I don't think you were looking at anything then. Sorry, I just realised you were probably looking at the wall. Sorry. So like a little cupboard. If I turn that way, can you see that? I'm not going up there. No way. But you can see it's like into the attic. Yeah, I don't think I should go up there. I don't think I should even attempt to climb up and have a look. No, we'll leave that one. But, oops. Remember Tippix? Yeah. Tippix box. It's literally just stuff. Okay, let's go. Let's go back this way. Where we came in. And what we'll do, so you can get an idea of how big this place is. So we'll go downstairs. Now this is the tricky bit. This is where I've got to be really careful. Can you see? There are no steps. So I've literally got to hold on to the sides. And we'll go down and have a look at the rest of the stuff. There we go. Let's go around this way. Okay. So we're now at the bottom. And I'm hoping you're going to be able to see because it's really dark down here. So we've got like the original workbench. If I come around this way. Remember last week I said to you there was like loads of furniture and stuff just piled up. This is the room. If you look behind me, look there, literally piles and piles of tables and chairs, furniture, sideboards. So you've got a workbench behind me. It's like a really strong smell of like damp wood. But you can see the fire was here. If I turn around, you can see where the fire has damaged all the glass windows. And what it's done is it's worked its way up to the next level, which is where we were before. And it's attacked the second and up into the roof. But believe it or not, this is the building that suffered the least amount of fire damage. But yeah, there's just like loads of furniture. If I just come this way. So that's like the workbench there. There you go, you can see it. Workbench. And then you've got like chair. It's like an old sideboard there. And it's literally just piled of old furniture. And if I walk over here, there's like a really old, oh, you can't see it, there's like a really old chair just at the end of my finger. A really old one. But the furniture is literally piled right back to the window. That high. It's just piled. And we've got like, I was just looking to see if these drawers opened, but we've got like old, I don't know if you can see, old drawers. But yeah, there's just loads of furniture. This way. So you can get an idea. It's just mad. And if I pop your head through that way, turn it that way. It's just full of like carpets and flooring. Okay, let's go back this way. This bit's really dark, so I don't know if you can. That was me. I don't know if you're going to see it. Okay. You can't see anything. So we're now in the basement, and this room is completely pitch black. We've got. I'm trying to show you things you can't even see. There's like a table on its side, and then if I go through, there's a stool just down there. If I go through this door here. Pitch black. Let's go through. Let's go through this way. Hopefully I won't lose the signal. If I start losing the signal, I'll have to go back near outside. Okay. Oops. Okay. Believe it or not, this room, there's two chairs. One in the far corner and one just to the side. There's nothing in this room apart from two solitary chairs. It just smells. So I'm just trying to pick up the atmosphere. Sometimes I find if you close your eyes and just kind of take in, and I know I've said this before, but it's a shame you haven't got smell-o-vision, because in here is a really strong smell of brickwork. Like like a really strong smell of brickwork, really old brickwork. A mixture between damp, mustiness and that brickwork smell. And it just creates such an atmosphere. You wouldn't think it, but a smell Sometimes when you smell lavender, sometimes if you smell rubber, or I don't know, if you eat flowers or grass, it kind of connects you to a memory, childhood or whatever the case may be. Sometimes when there's a smell to some of the locations I've been to, it either creates its own environment, its own atmosphere, or it casts your mind back to somewhere that you've smelled that smell before. And there is a distinctive smell in this, but there's no other smell anywhere else, just here. A really strong smell of brickwork and just that musty smell. But it just makes the place more fascinating. It makes the experience more fascinating. And it's so quiet down here, you can probably hear how quiet it is. It's just so quiet. I just wish I had a light. But it's quite a big room. Just bear with me 1 second. That's where we came in. I'm trying to find my finger. There, that's where we came in. So what we'll do is just come over this way. So we've got to be a bit careful because we've got things like this hanging down pipework. But yeah, I am literally in absolute darkness. I'm just going to turn the camera around a minute. So, can you see? I don't know if you can see. That's the chair. And this room. I don't know what I'm showing you because you can't see anything. But you might be able to tell by my voice echoing how big this room is. I'm in absolute darkness. It's just pitch black. Now, over here's a window. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to show you. Can you see that window? So if I pan it up, can you see it? A really old window, and the latch just there. Okay, I can see it saying that the connection's weak, so I'm hoping you can still see me. Just bear with me 1 second. See what I mean? It's like stuff on the floor. Okay, so there's nothing around there, so let's go back this way. Another big empty room, and in fact the boiler's through there, so I'm just going to take you through, put you really close up to the boiler so you can see it. It's bright red and it's like an old Rayburn kind of thing, but it's like a furnace. I don't like it when I can hear noises in the dark. I'm going to take you through. It's saying the connection's weak, but I'm just going to quickly take you in and come back out, and then we'll carry on doing a bit more, and then we'll finish, because I've probably been live for 20-25 minutes. Let's go through this way. So you've got like, see that? Somehow I don't think the lights work, so I'm not even going to try. That was the window. It's like being in a dungeon. In fact, that's what it smells like. It smells like a dungeon down here. That's what I'm trying to think of. It's got a dungeon-y smell. And I don't know if I like the idea of the fact that this is like a dungeon. I can't believe how dark it is. And like I said to you before, when you've got a light in front of you, everything around it just disappears into darkness. I can't see anything, nothing. All I can see is this. So if I look, I can't see anything. Okay, let's go and have a look at it. Let's go and have a look at the boiler. Okay, signal's weak, so I'm going to be really quick. Here, can you see that? The boiler? Just go around this way. So you've got like, I'll come around this way, look. See? It's got like massive doors on it here. You can see inside. But yeah, it's like a huge, big, bright red furnace. So it's got like two like doors, flaps that open up, where obviously that would, you'd put the fuel in. It's huge. There's like all the big red pipes that go up into the building. Okay. Okay, this is it's like a tank. I don't know if it's a waste tank or whether see how I've got numbers. See, it's just like a big furnace, or not furnace, like a big tank or something. I can see the pipes all above it. That's that. Okay, just tread very carefully. door's quite interesting as well. So we now come out. That's it. So we now. There we go. So we're now in the building next door. So we're in the second block. So we're in the third block. This is the second one. Again, it's just so you can see behind me. And let's go up here. Now, if I remember correctly, oh God, me and dark places. Let's have a look. Okay, let's go through here. See, we've got like lots of little cupboards. That actually looks like a safe. Just here. Yeah. I would say that was a safe. It's steel green box, really high. Excuse me, that wasn't very nice. So live, eh? So that looks like a safe. So let's go. Oh no, not more darkness. Oh, days. Let's go through here. So it's just like a dark basement kind of thing. So it looks like air conditioning or ventilation room, something here. Let's go this way. That's just an empty room. It's okay. Let's go down here. Go this way. Then you've just got like lots of different toilets. Anyone need the toilet? Do you need the toilet? I don't need the toilet, but we are at the toilets. Ladies' toilets, I'm sure they won't mind. I'm sure there's nobody in there. If you need to go, it's fine. I'm not going in there, but no. Okay. Let's go this way. So, I remember saying to you last week, lots of stuff on the floor. Like ceiling felt and stuff on the floor. Oh, I keep hearing noise. Okay. I'm not sticking around to find out. Ooh, squeegee. Oh. I just walked into that. So we're just in like a big square room. I'll come out this way. Okay. Squidgy. Let's go for it. Okay. Got these stairs. Let's go up here. I think this might be where we were last week, but we're just going to have a look anyway. Go upstairs. of rooms. Yeah. Wow. Let's go. That wasn't a very nice sight for me, was it? Let's go up here. So now, upstairs, and we walk through this way. So we've just got like lots of cupboards and cubby holes and rooms. Just very quickly walk across the top. So you've got more rooms. Remember I said to you last week about pigeons flying towards me? Ooh. Look at this, look. See that? I know it probably says to you, IRAD suite in the but it actually says radio suite. So this would have been where they would have had. Yeah. Wow. So this would have been on the... My goodness, look. Okay, probably not the best thing on the floor. Right, okay. So this would have been one of the radio suites. However, I'm going to show you this. Hopefully you're not too squeamish. Can you see that behind me on the wall? That's blood. If I show you, blood. That's all blood. And if you look on the table, see that? They're all needles and those little silver dishes for heating up drugs. And the floor is littered with paraphernalia. Syringes of every colour, of every size on the floor. Literally, the room is just filled. There's blood everywhere on the walls. You can see it splattered up there. Okay, I'm not going to stay in here because it's not very nice, but there's literally used needles everywhere. There's needle bins, and there's packs of those little silver dishes, brand new in their packs. This is obviously an active drug using room. I'm just going to come out of here, it's not nice, don't like it. But that gives you an idea of what the rooms get used for. Okay, this is another radio suite. It's a bit cleaner. Got the stuff in the corner. I've got another one over here. You can see. Old monitor. Yeah, it's just so much stuff. Okay, come out. Wow. Okay, maybe that wasn't quite so pleasant, but at least you get an idea. Okay, so we're going to come down here. And I'm not going to take you upstairs, we'll come back this way. Okay. So back this way. And then we're going to finish. Down this way. Okay, come back this way, go down the stairs. Okay, so there you go. So this was part 2 of Sandwell College. It's an enormous place, as you can tell. We were in the main building last. In here is there's about a sorry, we've lost connection then. So in this bit here, there's like a couple of clothes, a couple of books and stuff like that. But you can get an idea. There's like radio suites upstairs. There's lots of corridors, lots of rooms and different things. So there you go, Sandwell College. I've literally brought you and shown you every single part of this college. And it is absolutely fascinating and amazing. It really is something else. So I'm going to finish there. Hopefully you found this broadcast, this part 2 of Sandwell College, interesting. I'm so glad I brought you back, because I saw things that even I didn't know. But I'm glad I brought you back. So, thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching. It's been an absolute joy and a pleasure to have your company. Please join me again soon. Hopefully in the next couple of days or the next week I shall be going to somewhere completely different, so we'll be out of Birmingham altogether, and hopefully we will be able to broadcast live from some new locations. And keep watching anyway, because over the next few months, I know next month I did a live event, special events broadcast, where I will be doing a special episode of Influences of Time. So we'll be doing 2 live broadcasts back to back. So I'll be doing Munston Chapel one day and Clop Hill or St Mary's Church the very next. And they're both in very different, beautiful parts of the Hertfordshire countryside. Very notorious, very well known, beautiful locations. So tune in and join me for them 2 special editions of Influences Times. And keep watching anyway, because in the next few months, as we go into winter time and then back into the new year, I've got a whole list of places in mind, all over the United Kingdom. And hopefully, I'm really hoping, that to celebrate Influences of Time's anniversary, so it could be either after a year or after so many months, I'm going to be broadcasting to you live from a very special, unique location. I'm not going to tell you where or what it is, but it's very close to my heart. And it will be the largest, oldest, most beautiful location I could possibly think of. And you'll see why when I broadcast from there, but I think you'll probably like it. I haven't been there for over 20 or 25 years, so that's a little bit of a clue, but stay tuned. So, thank you for joining me, thank you for watching, God bless, take care, and until the next time, as Influences of Times continues to scan and search and bring you to England's forgotten worlds and derelict places and abandoned stories. Until the next time, God bless and thank you for watching.